adventurers still have to face many dangers and come face to face with some of the world's most dangerous animals in order to get good information about the lives of wild animals. These species will attack anyone who touches their territory. With unpredictable temperaments, sometimes they just want to intimidate, but sometimes they will attack and destroy what you have. People won't be able to do anything when these beasts are in charge. The best way to save your life is to run.
No.
The African elephant has a big body and many species are afraid of its terrible power. The giant puts on a menacing display as two men pass through its forest. When the elephant comes after them, they get scared and leave their things and run away. Without a weapon to defend themselves, these brave people only know how to run as fast as they can to get away from danger. A wild elephant can easily crush and destroy a car with its weight. Forest elephants are being destroyed in a terrible way. And it not only hurts the elephants, but also hurts people. Even though they have a lot of emotional conflicts, they still complete the mission with hope. The level is riskier than the rhinoceros, which is the forest elephant. They attack with their scary sharp horns.
Easy.
When the rhino jumps out of nowhere and repeatedly hits the sightseeing bus, the people on the bus start to get scared. This dangerous rhino comes up behind the car out of nowhere and flips it over several times. It's almost as big as the car and it smashes into it with amazing ease, breaking the roof and windshield. Everything goes so smoothly, it's like playing with a ball. The presence of cars in the national park that are transporting tourists appear to be an obstacle for the rhinoceros. The rhinoceros acts aggressively, and I believe this is because it perceives the car to be a threat to its safety. The passengers in the automobile are frightened due to the rhinoceros' belligerent conduct. The deranged rhino hugs anything that it can see as soon as it sees it. The driver immediately drives everyone away while maintaining composure and remaining inside the vehicle, all in an effort to avoid the rhino's destruction of the vehicle. The African buffalo is like a tank, threatening to knock out all enemies with its sharp horns on its head. For the sake of the tourists, the chase and the butts of the buffalo are nothing more than a warning. The unpredictability of the hippo's demeanor, along with the fact that it is the most combative animal on the planet, ensures that it will charge any impediment that comes into its path. For the sake of avoiding collisions with hippos, the dominant species must likewise submit to their authority. There are many species, each with a varying degree of risk, and a look of curiosity can be seen on the lion's face when it sees the tourists' automobile parked here. Due to the lion's natural curiosity, it attempts to touch the car, which causes the tourist to feel highly amused by its behavior. The crocodile reacts instantly if there's any movement on the car, and it opens its jaws wide in order to bite the top of the vehicle. The destructive power of the crocodile jaws makes the car owner feel surprised.
So I think that's Big Bertha down there.
After discovering the car, the brown bear proceeds to search through everything that is inside of it. It seems to be searching for something.
Dude, that is ridiculous.
The antelope has a natural instinct to defend itself, and whenever it sees another animal or person, it immediately begins to attack with its horns. Due to the sheep's lack of ability to identify the location of the threat, they are more likely to run into moving objects on the road, which might result in unfortunate incidents. The leopard becomes enraged as the sightseeing car approaches closer to it. Consequently, it attempts to exact revenge by climbing onto the vehicle, but it is unsuccessful in this endeavor. The lions have the audacity to breach the area of the rhinoceros, and they have every intention of attacking it in order to consume its meat. They notice a rhinoceros getting stuck, and the lion sees the opportunity to move close to it and encircle it. Clinging to a rhino is not an easy task for the lions. The danger of the rhinoceros' horns makes the lions stay away. Even with all their formidable strategies, it is quite uncommon to see a lion prevail over a rhino. Rhinos frequently visit water sources such as rivers and lakes in order to satisfy their body's requirements for the amount of water they need. In addition, there are clashes with the animals that have a fiery disposition here. When they fight one another, these enormous creatures take use of some of the advantages provided by their bodies. The hippo pounces on the rhinoceros, seizes it in its enormous jaws, and then turns it over in the muck. The one-on-two conflict that rages between the two species, the fight that is always on equal footing. Preferably lives alone and avoids coming into contact with other animals at all costs. In the event that there is an intrusion into the dwelling space of the rhino, the animal will react quickly and take appropriate action. The wild elephant is irritated by the conduct of the rhino, so it decides to attack it. This time, the mother rhino has to try to bear the tortures of the wild elephant in order to safeguard the young rhino. Fortunately, the mother and baby rhinos are able to escape unharmed. The rhino is intent on getting its payback, so it returns. The wild elephant uses a piece of tree as a weapon to frighten the rhino, which causes the rhino to flee the area. Rhinos that have reached adulthood frequently compete with one another for dominance through the use of aggressive behavior. The boxing match between the two competitors lasts for several hours. Both are equal in body size and strength. The long struggle shows no signs of stopping. The situation has become extremely heated, and there are indications that one of the rhinos is being controlled. Pain is experienced by the body as a result of the wounds caused by the enemy's sharp horn, which pierces the body. Now, because it lacks the strength to battle the opponent, it is being tormented on a continuous basis by the opponent. The wounds are bleeding, urging it to leave quickly before the opponent has unpredictable actions.
You see the horn going up into the other one?
go.